It's Tuesday, February 28th. This is a pre-opening SPY report about a half hour to go before trading begins. Last day of the trading month. You can see here the pre-market range is kind of a pretty wide range in between yesterday's red bar. We are expecting price to kind of, when you see a red bar like that, to test the lows at least, and if it really follows through further than that, then you have your target down here, back towards the lows of last week, and that you were kind of expecting last week's low to be tested given the big red bar last week. And of course, we've talked about how the month looks like it wants to end with kind of a red shooter bar, which should mean a little lower price into March. That's why the buys is to the downside. However, since the upper end of the range here is kind of near the open of the week, you never know if we might get a little bounce to the upside and delay that move down. It's possible. When I look at the 15-minute chart and kind of zoom it out, I kind of see here kind of similar action to we had up here before the drop. You know, we had a lot of fake outs up and down, higher highs, little lower lows a couple of times. So now we came down. You can see we're chopping down to these lows. Now we're chopping around. It's possible we kind of work our way up here and fail first before heading lower. It's hard to say. You know, it looks like a little sideways action is unfolding here, so it is possible you can kind of head up a little bit and kind of try to trap traders before heading lower versus, you know, starting down right out of the gates. But that's why you look for opening price action. I think if you get any kind of green bar, it should test up here, but then you got to see if you get that follow through. You know, it is possible you get a green opening. We kind of break through the open of the week and test up there. At that point, you just want to see, are you just going sideways and you're going to fail and then eventually start down? That'll be a great signal. Or do you get the momentum up to start taking out these highs? I guess it's always possible that, you know, you're not going to head lower and price action could lead you much higher, but you're just not anticipating that, but price action will lead the way. The ideal trades will be some kind of failure up here and heading lower, or maybe you head lower right out of the gates. At that point, expect those lows of the day to be tested and just see if you get that follow through and we continue the weakness that unfolded yesterday. So as always, price action will guide you. There are certain possibilities. Given the fact we're trying to start up a little bit, and here's the close of yesterday, you know, that incorporates after hours trading. So I want to see that yellow line, you know, I want to see price kind of be below that yellow line, working towards these pre-market lows to confirm, you know, the downward action. As long as we stay above that, I'll consider the trend possibly up today if we get a green start above this pre-market high. But again, like yesterday, I'm kind of looking for failures up here should they develop. So let's just see, you know, where price opens. The question is, are you going to get the momentum pretty strongly, or are you going to, ideally, I guess I would like to see like pausing in here where it just kind of goes sideways for a while, and then you get the true breakout of the day, either up or down. So we'll see what unfolds. Can't predict it, but bias is still to the downside.